Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to talk to you about a topic that helps growth and it actually pulls away from the disastrous sugar industry in general. I tried to go live just now, but my service where I'm at is not good enough, so I'm just going to upload a regular video and wait for it to slowly download. If you look at statistics since 2007, you're going to see a rise and fall, but more of a fall when it comes to the sugary drink industry, the soft drink industry. Zevia is a stevia sweetened carbonated soda. Zevia has no impact on your insulin levels, no impact on your blood glucose, and it's a very safe thing for most people with health conditions to drink without making any kind of blanket statements. It can be a great option for people. Now, in 2018, Zevia seen sales increase of 67%, some articles say. Why is this big? This is big because you make an impact on the sugar industry, which forces them to change things in the grand scheme of things. If you look over the last 10 years, how many times things have been reformulated. Diet Coke, caffeine levels change, Coke Zero reformulated their stuff, Pepsi Max reformulated their stuff. General Mills is talking about using a stevia sweetened Yoplait yogurt instead of using sugar in their drinks. And Sierra Mist is actually talking about pulling sugar out and putting stevia sweetened in. If you remember, Coke actually just came out with 4 or 5 new flavors of their Diet Coke. It's a way for them to try to not really rebrand themselves, but kind of put a fresh product out on the market to entice sales to come back up. I can't say that it's fallen huge to make a big impact, but it's fallen. And 1% in the sales industry may be something like millions and millions of dollars that they don't want to lose. So 1% may seem very small when a company is already making 13 billion, 30 billion, whatever it is per year, 8 billion, 9 billion dollars. 1% is a big deal. They don't want to lose that kind of money. And when you support companies like AlternaSweets, which is, they got like a barbecue sauce, a spicy ketchup, a regular ketchup. These are healthy options that are going to accommodate you in your life in your healthier needs. And by supporting companies like this, you show that not only are you wanting to work on your health, but you're also showing that you want to invest in a company by buying their product because you believe in what they have. And you also put a hurting on the market. And by putting a hurting on the market, on the sugary side of the market, it forces those other companies to look and say, what is the consumer buying? If the consumer keeps buying McDonald's and stuff every day and they show a sales increase, well, guess what we're going to do? We're going to keep putting out junk products like McDonald's every day, or Heinz ketchup that's mainly 60-70% sugar, but they break it down on their label per tablespoon, which nobody has 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons. I mean, we grab that bottle and we just squirt it on there. Where you could grab something like AlternaSweets and squirt as much as you want. I mean, I'm saying within reason. You don't want to put the whole bottle on your food and still have a healthy, dressing or additive or something to that extent to where you don't have to worry about what the serving is. You're getting a healthy option that's not going to impact your health. So when we look at things, by supporting healthier companies and stuff like that, the rest of the market has to take heed to what's going on. When they see what's going on, they have to start making changes. Pepsi openly admitted, because they've seen so much of a increase in healthier options and stevia sweetened stuff, that's what's kind of forcing them into looking at better options for, like, they're going to play around with Sierra Mist, stevia sweetened and regular sweetened. That's why Diet Coke did their life, or real life, or whatever it's called, version of Diet Coke. Stevia sweetened with regular cane sugar sweetened, because they're starting to see that the market is shifting towards more healthier options. People just aren't buying what medical's putting out anymore. They're not buying what the big names are putting out anymore. It's slowly falling, and they're starting to see that their market is shrinking, and the healthier options are growing. So if you have the few extra dollars when you go out there and support these local companies. Jump online and go to AlternaSweets and actually, check out their barbecue sauce. I'm not sponsored by them, and I'm not an affiliate by them, although I would love to be an affiliate by them. It's a product that I believe in. It's a product that I've used. It's a product that I know is healthy for people. And Zevia is an excellent carbonated beverage brand. I've used it before. I enjoy it. They have Zevia tea. They have, which is supposed to be really excellent. They have Zevia energy drinks, which they're not cramming you full of caffeine and saying, okay, here's this Bang energy drink that has 300 milligrams of caffeine. That's not really what it says it is anyway. There's plenty of people that have come out and did reviews on Bang energy drink and said, look, the more I dig into this, the more I realize there's no super creatine formula. There's no, oh my God, you know, this is the next best thing since sliced bread. And it's not that case at all. They started out with a company, VPX, or VPX is the company that owns them. It was like 360 milligrams of caffeine, and the product was just made for like a pre-workout thermogenic fat loss supplement. Well, now we have it on the market reformulated down to 300 milligrams of caffeine. That's a lot of caffeine in one shot. And we talk about how sweet and healthy it is and all these other additives. We don't need all that stuff. And a lot of people swear by it, and it's become the new thing now. First responders and police and all the firefighters and nurses and stuff, they got to be on job. I got to have my Bang energy drink. And it's almost like these people are hooked on crack with this stuff. I mean, they're so addicted to it. Every single picture's got a Bang energy drink in it. Every single photo or something, every single video. I got to have one in the car. I got to have one in the fridge. I got to stock up with 6, 7 different kinds because I need my flavors. Zevia has half the amount of caffeine. It's nowhere as impactful on your cravings and stuff in general, and it's a lot healthier option. By supporting these companies, the healthier options are going to become more available to us. Their market's going to grow. You're going to help them expand so they can make more flavors, more options for you, and you're going to make things a lot better in the long run. And if the market's big enough and the company can show revenue for themselves and they're making enough profit off of it, then they'll actually start to lower the price because their audience is bigger and make it more affordable. Now, it's a stretch when you look at Zevia and see that it's $4.99 a case or $5.99 a case, and there's only a 6-pack. I mean, not a case, a 6-pack. People don't want to pay that kind of money for that because now it starts to look at like $1 a can. But I found it on the clearance section for as little as 60 cents a can. I don't want sodas all the time, but when I do want something like Zevia is what I want. And I'm not an affiliate for them either. AlternaSweets, when I do want ketchup and stuff, barbecue sauce, I don't have it all the time, but that's what I want. If I have it, and if I take myself away from soda and these sugary dressings and stuff for an extended amount of time, I can learn to retrain my palate, so when I do give it something like AlternaSweets or Zevia, it tastes normal to me, or even better, because I'm not cramming myself full of it every single day. And by opening up this market to healthier options, it's going to put the hurting on these big companies, and it's going to start making them start producing healthier options. So, you know, it's just a general thing that we need to wrap our mind around. If you can afford the few extra bucks, buy the Zevia. If you can afford $1 or $2 more, buy the AlternaSweets. These products are what you're going to be able to put in your household, feed your family, have it for party events and other events, and it's going to keep you on track, and it's not going to affect your insulin levels and your blood sugar levels. These are the two most impactful things when it comes to products that we put in our mouth. Our insulin levels are taxed all the time, which leads to insulin resistance. Our blood sugar skyrockets when we eat these things, which in turn raises our insulin levels to bring that blood sugar down. And we're constantly doing this with the products that we eat. And, you know, aspartame and stuff like that, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that great. It's not that bad. There are studies that show good and bad. Some people can have it, some people can't, but it's still a chemical. It's still a chemical that we can try to reduce in our body if we start getting behind these safer, cleaner companies like AlternaSweets and Zevia and backing them up and buying their products. Because when we do that type of thing, we allow for them to be able to grow. And whenever they grow, they look at us and they say, well, thank you. As the consumer, now we're going to invest more money in our company, and we're going to give you even more options. So those options continue to increase and increase and increase when we get behind these companies. But if we don't get behind them, the market on the sugary side starts to grow, and our obesity epidemic gets more and more out of control. And I think at this time, it's kind of turning slowly. Those companies are starting to see more revenue, but not very much. We need to really get behind them and support them, because when we support them, We support healthy. And when we support healthy, we support life. We support humanity. We support, the ecosystem. Everything in general gets affected by these types of things. And when we can do that, we can live long, healthy lives and be there for our family, our children, our kids, and stuff of that nature. And that's what we want. In the grand scheme of things, we want health. We want our family. We want a good environment. We want to support these companies so they can continue to grow. And if they continue to grow, that brings in the option, or opens the door for other companies to say, you know what, I want to do the same thing too. Or I'm gonna reformulate my product to not have so much sugar in it, and we're gonna go stevia, monk fruit, erythritol base, and it starts forcing other companies to grow. Okay, guys, that's my message. Thank you. I appreciate you. Have a great day. Be blessed. Remember, hit that thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you later.